Start.
In the beginning, let the directors keep the video on. After some time, you can switch it off if you have a bandwidth issue.
Note.
Namaste and a very warm welcome to all of you to the 44th Annual General Meeting of Pakka Limited. I hope you and your family members are safe and secure. I'm Pradeep Doble, Independent Director and Chairman of your company and a member of Nomination and Remuneration Committee. I'm joining the meeting from Hyderabad. Dear members, this AGM is being conducted through video conference in accordance with provisions of the Companies Act 2013, various circulars issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the Securities and Exchange Board of India. The company has taken all efforts to enable its shareholders to participate through video conference and vote at the AGM in a seamless manner. Participation of members through video conference is being reckoned for the purpose of quorum as per the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Section 103 of Companies Act 2013. I would now request Mr. Sachin Srivastava, Company Secretary and Legal Head of your company, to confirm whether the quorum is present.
Sir, the requisite quorum for this 44th Annual General Meeting is present.
Thank you. I hear some sound from behind somewhere, so those who are online, just check and keep yourself on mute if there is an issue.
Moderator requests you to mute everyone and take Nitka as a panelist.
Yeah. The quorum being present, I call this meeting to order. Before we start the main proceedings of the meeting, I shall introduce my fellow colleagues on the board who are attending this meeting from different locations. Let me request Mr. Ved Krishna, Vice Chairman of your company, to introduce himself.
Namaskar, I'm Ved, the Vice Chairman of the company. I'm attending this meeting from the US office in Portland.
Thank you. Let me request Mr. Jagdeep Hira, Managing Director of your company, to introduce himself.
Namaskar, I'm Jagdeep Hira, Managing Director and CEO of the company, attending this AGM from Ayodhya office. Thank you.
Let me now request Mrs. Manjula Jhunjhunwala, Non-Executive Director, Promoter of your company, to introduce herself. Manjula ji, you are on mute.
Yeah.
Namaskar, I'm Manjula Jhunjhunwala and I'm attending the meeting from Ayodhya.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, let me request Mrs. Kimberly Ann MacArthur, Non-Executive Director, Promoters Group of your company, to introduce herself.
Namaskar, I'm Kimberly MacArthur. I'm attending from Gresham in the United States.
Thank you. Let me now request Mr. Himanshu Kapoor, Director, Non-Executive and Non-Independent of your company, to introduce himself.
Good morning, Namaskar. My name is Himanshu Kapoor. I am the Non-Executive and Non-Independent Director of your company. I am attending this meeting from Kanpur.
Let me now request Mr. Shubham Tibrewal, Independent Director of your company, to introduce himself.
Good morning. I'm Shubham Tibrewal. I'm an Independent Director of your company and a member of the Audit Committee, Banking and Finance Committee, and Chairman of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee.
Thank you. Let me request Anne K. Warrington, Independent Director of your company, to introduce herself. Anna, are you there? Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, hi, thank you. I'm Anna K. Warrington. I'm an Independent Director of your company and a member of Corporate Social Responsibility Committee. I'm attending this meeting from Mumbai.
Thank you. Let me request Sachin Srivastava, Company Secretary and Legal Head of your company, to introduce himself.
Namaste. I'm the Company Secretary of your company. I'm attending this meeting from Ayodhya office.
Now let me request Mr. Amit Gupta, Secretarial Auditor of your company, to introduce himself.
Yeah, good morning to all. I'm Amit Gupta, attending this meeting from Lucknow. I'm Secretarial Auditor and Scrutinizer to this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Alok ji has joined. I request
Good morning,
Mr.
yes.
Alok Ranjan, Independent Director of the company and Chairman of the Audit Committee, to introduce himself.
I am Alok Ranjan, attending this AGM of Pakka.
Thank you, sir. I now request
At Lucknow. I'm an independent director on the board of Pakka Limited.
Thank you, Alok ji. I request Sachin Srivastava, Company Secretary and Legal Head, to provide general instructions to the members regarding participation in this meeting.
Thank you so much, sir. Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to the 44th Annual General Meeting of Pakka Limited. I request you to take note of general instructions regarding participation and voting at this meeting. Your company has made available the facility to participate in the AGM through video conference in terms of relevant circular issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Securities and Exchange Board of India. Your company has tied up with National Security Depository Limited to provide the facility for voting through remote e-voting. E-voting during the AGM and participation in the AGM through video conference. Live streaming of this meeting is being webcast on NSDL's website. The register of directors and KMP and their shareholding, the register of contract arrangement in which directors are interested, and other relevant documents referred in this AGM notice and explanatory statement have been made available electronically for inspection for the members during the AGM upon logging to NSDL e-voting system. As the AGM is being held through video conference, the facility for appointment of proxies by the member is not available. During this AGM, if any shareholders other than speaker shareholder faces any technical issue, they may contact the helpline number mentioned in the notice of AGM. Depending on the availability of the time, the shareholder who have registered themselves to speak at this AGM would be provided an opportunity to ask questions or express their views. It may be noted that your company reserves the right to limit the number of shareholders asking the question at this AGM. The moderator will facilitate this session once the chairman opens the question for question and answer session. During this question and answer session, I will sequentially announce the name of the speaker shareholders and the maximum times allowed to each speaker would be 2 minutes. Members are requested to refrain from repeating questions or observation already made by fellow speakers. For better experience, we would request the speaker shareholder to use earphone so that they are clearly audible. Verify the network connectivity, ensure Wi-Fi is not connected to any other devices. No other applications are running in the background, and there is a proper lighting for good video experience. The speaker shareholder will be put on mute mode by the moderator until the question and answer session starts. Once the name of speaker shareholders are announced, the moderator will unmute them. The speaker shareholder may choose to turn their video addressing the meeting. If any shareholder is unable to speak due to connectivity issue, I will ask the next speaker shareholder to address the meeting. Once the connectivity improves and if the time permits, the speaker shareholder may be called upon again to join. Only after the other speaker shareholder may complete their turn. The company is providing the facility to vote electronically on the resolution set forth in the notice. The shareholders who have not cast their votes yet and who are participating in this meeting will have an opportunity to vote during the meeting through e-voting system provided by NSDL. Thank you so much. Over to you, the chairman, sir.
So I'll give some introductory remarks before we proceed with the main agenda of the meeting. Once again, warm greetings to shareholders and other stakeholders. During the year gone by, your company, Pakka, continued its pursuit of profitable growth with focus on sustainability and innovation. The global economy slowed down from 3.2% in 2022 to 2.7% in 2023, according to a World Bank report. From the paper industry point of view, sluggish global economy has adversely affected the performance in India. Lesser absorption of output, particularly in Europe, has caused a glut in supply and large-scale imports into India, causing substantial price drops. The industry as a whole has shown deteriorating financial performance, with many players showing significant drop in profits. Under these circumstances, your company, Pakka, has done well maintaining its profit levels. I would like to congratulate Team Pakka and the leadership for this competitively superior performance. Particularly noteworthy is the performance of the molded products vertical, which grew an impressive 28% in top line and recording profit for the first time. The innovation team at Pakka Impact also made significant progress in improving the quality of existing products and developing compostable solutions to replacement of plastic-based flexible packaging. About our future plans, while we look back with satisfaction at the year gone by, we need to be cognizant of the unfinished agenda. The coming 2-3 years are going to be transformative in the history of Pakka. The leadership has already articulated its vision of contributing to cleaner planet at scale by doubling the volume and tripling the turnover at Ayodhya plant. The global footprint being envisioned is of the order of 250,000 tons per annum and turnover of $1 billion over period. As a concrete step in realizing this vision, the company founded a subsidiary, Pakka Inc. in USA a couple of years back and moved our Vice Chairman, Ved Krishna, to lead the ambitious initiative. Considerable progress has been made in terms of identifying the country, the exact site for the factory, tying up of the raw material and energy supplies, developing offtake agreements, and tying up the funding arrangements for this project. Organizational structure has been put in place for timely and effective implementation of the project. Funding for the Ayodhya expansion project has been mostly tied up, both equity and debt. I thank the shareholders for approving the preferential allotment to reputed institutional investors in the last AGM. While Pakka has been contributing to Cleaner Planet vision, we were conscious of the small scale of our operations. The aforementioned audacious vision will grow our footprint 6 times in volume terms, thereby taking us closer to our dream of impact at scale. The strategy is in place. It is a flawless execution that the management is now focusing on under the supervision of the board to take us to our cherished goals. The board has advised the management to focus on key elements of successful execution, namely alignment, performance management, accountability, bias for action, and the rewards. Your company is taking confident strides in its pursuit of making impact at scale for cleaner planet, keeping in mind interests of all stakeholders. The board and the management count on your support as always. Best wishes and thank you. Now I request Mr. Sachin Srivastava to commence and transact the business contained in the notice dated 10th August 2024.
Thank you so much, sir. With the notice having already been circulated to the members, I take the opportunity to convince the notice 44th AGM as read. With the permission of the members, I will now take up the resolution by calling the brief description of it and take the entire resolution as read. We will open the floor for any question by the members after all the resolutions are tabled. Ordinary business. Item number 1, to receive, consider and adopt the audited standalone financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2024, together with the reports of the Board of Directors and auditors thereon. I propose the resolution to be read as read. Item number 2, to receive, consider and adopt the audited consolidated financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2024, together with the reports of the auditors thereon. I propose this resolution also be tabled as read. Item number 3, appoint a director in the place of Mr. Jagdeep Hira, who retired by rotation and being eligible offers his candidature for reappointment. I propose this resolution to be as read. Item number 4, appoint a director in place of Mrs. Manjula Jhunjhunwala, who retired by rotation and being eligible offer herself candidature for reappointment. I propose this resolution to be taken as read. Over to you, Chairman.
Dear members, in accordance with provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the rules issued thereunder and Regulation 44 of SEBI Listing Obligations and Disclosure Requirements Regulations 2015, the shareholders are provided with an opportunity to cast their vote through remote e-voting facility on the resolutions as set out in the notice convening this 44th Annual General Meeting. The remote e-voting period commenced at 9 a.m. on Wednesday, 25th September 2024, and the facility was available to the shareholders till 5 p.m. on Friday, 27th September. Mr. Amit Gupta, partner at Amit Gupta and Associates, practicing company secretaries, have been appointed as the scrutinizer for scrutiny of the vote cast through the remote e-voting platform and e-voting during the AGM. The voting results will be declared within 2 working days from the conclusion of this meeting, along with the scrutinizer's report will be available on the company's website and on the website of NSDL and the stock exchanges where the company shares are listed. I would like to formally commence e-voting during the meeting for all those shareholders who have not cast their vote through the remote e-voting platform in respect of the resolutions as set out in item number 1 to 4 of the notice convening this 44th annual general meeting. The speaker shareholders now may ask questions pertaining to any item as set forth in the notice. Members are requested to keep their questions brief and specific. To avoid repetition, the answer to all the questions will be provided toward the end. Members may also note that the company reserves the right to limit the number of members asking questions depending on the availability of time. Over to you, moderator.
Moderator, can you take Ms. Nitika and Mr. Santosh Khare from Statute Auditor to panelists? Santosh Khare from Statute Auditor team. Santosh Kharwal. Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Bajaj ji, good morning.
Good morning, sir. You have read out all the regulations of company, MCA and all. My attention to the company secretary who is violating the ICSI issued circular on video conference frequently asked question. There is a specific example. Sir, can I have my video, sir? Please.
Moderator.
Moderator, can you switch on his video?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We are able to see you now.
Sir, Pradeep sir. So he is violating because number of shareholders are more. Right to limit. He has asked me to complete in 2 minutes. And you have an annual report of 340 pages. And once in a year we are meeting. So it is ridiculous to say that within 2 minutes. If you permit, I'll continue. Otherwise, you tell me, prompt me, I'll stop it, sir. In the beginning.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
Sir. Pradeep sir, before putting my query, your father name is Mr. Prashant?
Vasant.
Vasant, sir. Vasant. Sir, page 7.
I know. Yeah, I have identified that mistake and communicated to the company secretary. And it is a mistake, we admit. Please go to the next point.
Yeah.
But in all other places, wherever signature is required, chairman's approval required is correctly given. Only in the initial description, there is a mistake. Thank you, sir.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir. Because in 340 pages, mistakes.
Thank you, sir. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Second one, sir. Support as always from shareholders, as you have given in your briefing. I support that, sir. Now, I'll put my question. 340 pages. You have given number of paragraphs on each department of the company. And I really surprised. I have got about 100 annual reports where normally they go for brief. Our chairman will take care of all the departments, what they are doing, what is their ambition and all. Because the person who you are putting there as a photograph and all, he may not continue always because they may change. Iteration is there. But the company's motto taken forward should be there to limit the pages.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your suggestion. We'll consider your suggestion.
Yeah, please.
Finally, it is the board's call and the management call to
correct, sir.
Give visibility to the people. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, visibility from chairman or MD should be there, like always all the companies. Sir,
Right, sir.
Sir, my first question is, you are competing with the traditional FMCG catering companies. Though how you are taking the competition? Please enlighten me. Second one, I could not see that.
Yes, sir.
Second one, sir, you have the procurement of sugar bagasse in ETP, ESP and all. How you are taking the procurement if it is seasonal? Your raw material sugar bagasse is there. So the 12 months raw material, how you are making it? It is not there because it is not always available. Second.
So, but Bajaj, yeah, sir.
Sir, put it and I'll close it, sir.
Yeah.
Third question is, your unusual number of general meetings, maybe EGM or other, 22 to 9/7, 29/8, and today. it was only on borrowing, AOA or preferential money. But it was never confirming that earlier meeting we are taking forward. It was always changes. And it is only resolution on money borrowing from the for future growth.
Thank you, sir. I got your question. Now I think we have very much more than 2 minutes you have covered. But I will answer. But I'll answer your question.
No, sir. Please, sir, have the heart, sir, because I have put you are violating ICSI regulation.
No, that is for the company secretary to decide. He will check out the rule whether unlimited time is allowed for shareholders.
Unlimited, there is a clear example. If
Right, sir. Go
there,
ahead with your question. Go ahead with your question.
Sir, now there was a concern about supplementary valuation report on the preferential issue, and I have submitted the data that it is managed for ICDR valuation for upward, and I have submitted, but it was responded by company secretary. That should be valued. Next.
Thank you. Thank you, Bajaj. All your questions are not relevant to that. They are not relevant to the agenda item, so I have to stop your questions now. Give opportunity to the next speaker.
Sir. Please,
if time permits, I'll come back to you. But otherwise, I have given you more than ample time. Much more than 2 minutes, and 4 questions you have asked so far, which have nothing to do with the current agenda that we have. So I will get back. I will get back to you. Moderator speaker number 2. Moderator speaker number 2.
Yes.
Yes, Praveerji.
Audible, sir?
Yes.
A very, very good morning to my respected chairperson, esteemed board of director. I greatly welcome them. They are joining this meeting from America, Mumbai. I mean, that's truly wonderful, sir. That truly shows that our management is so committed by time to attend this meeting from across the geography. And I welcome my shareholder, myself, Praveen Kumar, joining this meeting from New Delhi. I have few observations which I love to share with the entire house. But before that, sir, this is a AGM once in a year meet. So I wish the entire management team, each and every dedicated employee of our company, a happy, healthy and prosperous future. Coming down to my observation, sir, I am very, very thankful to you for your hard work, preparing your annual speech to the shareholder. It is in depth and very, very important in easy to understand language for a retail investor like me. So I'm very, very thankful to you. And I'm with the company for years now. And when Ram Mandir come into the force, our company got blessing. And we now truly a Indian multinational companies. And I am very, very delighted. God bless our Ved sir in America, the Pakka Inc. The potential is huge. The future is very, very bright. So I supported all the resolution which you set out for the notice today. And sir, my question to the management is, sir, nowadays there are lots of buzz about AI tool. So what kind of percentage we are using it now to prompt our operation that will be reflect in revenue and profitability, so on and so forth. And in next period, what will be the plan? And yes, we have the brand to reckon with, and now everybody is environment conscious. So the paper industry will bound to grow in the future. And I'm very, very thankful to our respected CFO, our CS. Mr. Sachin Kumar Srivastava is the biggest assessor. Mark my word. I requested a hard copy of it that will be promptly delivered and tracked by him personally. Yesterday he gave me a call and stated my speaker serial number. I mean, that truly shine that yes, the company want more and more investors will join this meeting, and he is the greatest asset as far as the communication is concerned with the retail investor. It was always a red carpet welcome with our queries and update that truly boosts our morale in the investment.
Thank you, Praveenji.
And at the end, sir, I just pray to the God that he will bless the entire board across the chain with all the positivity, so that you will keep the momentum of creating a job for India, make in India, creating wealth for the retail investor and taking CSR initiative to the newer height. And I'm very, very thankful to the entire management team, entire secretarial team to give me this opportunity to share my views and my observation. Navratra is around the corner. I wish you happy Navratra. I wish you all the luck and all the best. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pravinji. Next speaker.
Manjeet Singh.
Am I audible?
Yes, Manjeet ji.
हाँ जी, good morning, sir. Management team, capital team और my co-share holder, मैं सभी का स्वागत करता हूँ। कंपनी ने जिस तरह से ग्रोथ दिखाई है, इस तरह हम आगे भी उम्मीद करते हैं आपसे ग्रोथ दिखाएगी। सर, जिस सेक्टर में हैं हम, उस पे पर्यावरण का क्या रुख देखते हैं आप पेपर सेक्टर के अंदर हैं, तो अगर कुछ पेड़ काटकर कागज बनता है तो आगे आप उसकी पूर्ति करवाते हैं? कैसा सिस्टम है जो हम लकड़ी देते हैं, आगे इस चीज का हम प्योरिटी करते हैं कि नए पेड़ भी लग रहे हैं? नहीं, जो पुराना पेड़ कटता है उसकी जगह नया लग रहा है कि नहीं? इस बारे में आप थोड़ा बताएं तो अच्छा
जरूर सर।
लगेगा। हाँ
जरूर सर।
और ये हमारे जो सेक्रेटरियल ऑडिटर और दूसरे ऑडिटर हैं, इनकी क्या पोजीशन है? कितने कितने साल बाद ये चेंज होते हैं? इनको फीस देने के बाद भी आपके लीगल चार्जेस क्या हैं? आगे और कैसा खर्चा कर रहे हैं आप? और इस बारे में अगर आप थोड़ा बताएंगे तो अच्छा लगेगा। 5 मिनट लगेंगे भाई साहब मुझे अभी, है। हाँ, और जो है आप जिस तरह से कार्य कर रहे हैं, आपसे उम्मीदें हमारी अपेक्षा के साथ साथ चलती हैं। आपने हमेशा ये संजोग रखा है कि कंपनी अब बड़ा अच्छा लेवल पर जा रही है और आगे भी हमारी उम्मीदें, हंसते मुस्कुराते जिस तरह से आप इस कंपनी को चला रहे हैं और इस एजीएम को आपने संबोधन किया है, आप सवाल ले रहे हैं शेयर होल्डरों के, उम्मीद है आप जवाब भी देंगे और इसी
Thank you,
तरह से
sir.
आप हंसते खेलते जो है आप कंपनी को चलाएं और कंपनी तरक्की की राह ले।
Thank you,
और
Manjeet
शेयर
ji.
होल्डरों के भी जो शौक होते हैं वो अजब गजब होते हैं। हमें भी एक ऐसा शौक लगा है कि हमारा जो तरक्की करती हुई कंपनियां हैं उनका कुछ ऑटोग्राफ सिलेक्शन का कुछ ऐसा शौक लगा है। कुछ सहयोगी आप भी होंगे उसमें, अगर आप अपना कुछ ऑटोग्राफ भेजेंगे तो हमें अच्छा लगेगा। हमारी कलेक्शन जो है वो अच्छी रहेगी और हम जो जिन कंपनियों में हमने निवेश किया है उनमें आगे बढ़ोतरी आई है तो उनका जो है हम ऑटोग्राफ का एक ये जो हम सीएफओ आपके जो हैं मैनेजमेंट टीम चेयरपर्सन, उनसे कहेंगे कि आप अगर ऑटोग्राफ अपना उपलब्ध करा सकें। अधूरा
Thank you,
रहेगा
Manjeet
वो
ji.
पक्ष,
Thank you.
अधूरा रहेगा वो पक्ष जिन्होंने हमें आपसे जोड़ा। सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट का भी धन्यवाद करेंगे।
Right,
थैंक
sir.
यू फॉर द मैनेजमेंट
Right,
टीम,
sir.
थैंक यू फॉर द सेक्रेटरियल टीम। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Manjeet ji. Next speaker.
Yashasvi Kothari. Redappa Kundu.
The annual report, everything right time, sir. Thank you so much for wonderful the performance. I wish all the best for financial years. We have faith on the board. Trust on the board. Go ahead and take appropriate decisions, sir. That's the reason I wish all the best in the coming financial year, sir. I wish good health to you, happiness to you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
So that's it, sir. All speakers has concluded.
Okay, thank you. So I will come to the answers now. I hope Bajaj ji is still on the line. First of all, let me thank all the shareholders for being present. I think we have understood your presence here itself is an honor for us, and all the suggestions that you are given by them, some of them positive, some of them are areas of improvement for us. They will all be deliberated by the full board and the actions will be initiated over a period of time. So Bajaj's first question was a comment was related to competition with FMCG. So I do not know from where you got this impression that we are competing with the FMCG companies. We are not. FMCG companies are our customers. Yes, over a period we would like to move in the direction of being an FMCG, but we are not. We are an industrial products company. We are very clear. And at the moment, most of our sale is B2B, and it may remain like that for a considerable period of time. So there is no question of being competing with the FMCG companies. Your second question was related to bagasse. If the raw material is not available for 12 months, so how do we manage? The answer is simple. So we have to store. So whenever bagasse is available during the season, we procure that and then we store it. That's why sometimes you will find inventory levels going very high toward the end of the year, because we have to get the entire requirement when it is available. So that's how we manage, basically through inventories. And we also have long-term contracts with the sugar mills who actually produce bagasse. I mean, it's their waste material that they have, and that's what we use. So we manage basically by carrying inventory. It does put some pressure on working capital in part of the year, but that's part of the business. Your other comment was we have too many EGMs. Bajaji, please understand that this company is going through transformation. We are a 400 crores company, turnover company. We are going for a project of 675 crores. So obviously we are evaluating all options in the interest of the company and in the interest of the shareholders. What is the best deal that we can get for the fundraise that we are doing? And that is why we had to take some enabling resolutions because as per the law, AGM approval is required or shareholders approval is required. And therefore, we do take enabling resolution that may not work out, or something else better may work out in the meantime. So we have to go for the best funding arrangement that we have, where cost to the company will be minimal. The time period, we want the investors who are long-term investors. And that is why there is a need for more EGMs. Sometimes it is because of merger of some of the subsidiaries into the company or setting up new subsidiaries. So these are the reasons. It's all for a reason, and the reasons are explained in very much in detail in the notices that we go. So that is the reason why we are having more general meetings. And as long as we're following all the processes, there should be no issue. I know many other companies who have gone through the similar phase. You made comments on supplementary valuation. That's not a subject of this discussion. I know that the company secretary has replied to your message, and it contains all the points that you have raised. So I hope you will close the matter with that. And if you have any further comments, you are most welcome to send another email, and we will be answering to this to that on merit. So anyway, thank you very much for your comments. Through these questions, we also learn, and we will try to improve our processes further. Praveendji made some positive comments, like other shareholders as well. And thank you for calling us Indian multinational. I don't think we deserve it as of now. But yes, all the efforts by the management and the board to emerge, to justify the nice word that you have used for Pakka. Your question on generative AI, artificial intelligence, the new deep tech tools that are available, how we are using them in our operations. To be very honest with you, I don't have the answer immediately. Maybe Mr. Jagdeep Hira can answer that question. But I know that exploration is happening. How do we use these tools to reduce costs, to do faster deliveries, to manage inventory? Everything that we are doing in a conventional manner, there is an application of artificial intelligence where the decision making can be much faster. The data analysis, throwing up what actions are required, will be much faster. So we'll do that over a period of time, and as and when it is appropriate, you will find it in our expression when we communicate with you, or in the annual report also will cover. So thank you for that. Manjeet ji, you had a question related to trees. I think it's a very simple question for me to answer. We don't cut any trees, first of all. So that is why we are one of the most environment-friendly company in this field. Our products are compostable, and our raw material is a waste of some other businesses. So bagasse, sugarcane bagasse, which is a waste product from sugar mills, we use that as our raw material. So we don't cut any trees. But having said that, we still plant our trees. As a part of our CSR activity, we do plant our trees, and the scale is going up gradually. We are allocating more and more funds to this. So thank you for that concern that you have expressed. The answer is that we don't cut any trees. You have specific questions on auditors' rotation. Correct me if I'm wrong, Company Secretary. I think 10 years is a period when auditing firm statutory auditor needs to be changed. And after 5 years, the managing partner has to be changed. Sachin, is that right, or you want to correct? Is that correct? Right. And the remuneration are competitive. If anything, I think they're on the lower side, if I can say that. And they are mentioned in the annual report. I don't have the exact figures right now in front of me, but they are available somewhere in the annual report. I'm sure it is mentioned. You wanted an autograph. The right person to take autograph is Mr. Jagdeep Hira, because he does all the work, and we sort of give only guidance. The board members give only guidance. So, and the company secretary and CFO, they do all the work. So I suggest you take their autographs. But of course, if we meet anytime, or if any of our board members, I suppose you operate from Delhi, if we meet anytime, if we have physical meeting, and then it will be our pleasure to give you many, many autographs. So thank you very much for that comment. Redipagaro, thank you for your positive comments as well. So I think I have covered answers to all the questions. So I think we can proceed. 1 minute, I have to open my laptop. But dear members, in case any of the queries raised by you during this meeting have remained unanswered, you may send a request by writing an email to the company secretary. The company secretary, on receipt of any such request, shall respond suitably. Members may note that voting on the NSDL platform will continue to be available for next 15 minutes. Therefore, members who have not cast their votes yet are requested to do so. The resolutions as set forth in the notice shall be deemed to pass today, subject to receipt of requisite number of votes. We are grateful to all our shareholders from all over the world who have joined the meeting through video conference. Friends, with that, I conclude today's proceedings by thanking all my colleagues on the board for their unflinching support. I also thank the Pakka team, our business partners, the shareholders, and other stakeholders for their trust and encouragement that inspires us in our journey to achieve greater heights. Thank you all for making it convenient to attend this meeting. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Be safe, be healthy. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Moderator, we can conclude this meeting.